Hey everybody, ZachRams92 here with a top 10 video for you guys. I've been thinking about this for a couple days, and I think I've seen a few YouTubers do this before, and I've been wanting to make one. I'm going to do my top 10 favorite disc arts for video games, from all the way from like the PS1 era, all the way to like modern PS4, Xbox 360. I don't have an Xbox One. Like the Wii U, the Wii, GameCube. A lot of like great games that I personally think have a really awesome disc art, and that's what I like about getting physical copies of games. I mean, now with the Switch you get cartridges. I'll make a separate list for that some other day, but for now I'm going to do disc art instead of cartridge art. But it's not going to be like in the most particular order, but it is a top 10 list. There are some games that I wanted to put on this list, but I just don't have a physical copy of the game, like Super Smash Bros. Melee, Pokemon Colosseum, XD. I would love to put one of those kind of games on my list, but unfortunately I don't have them. Eventually I will, just not right now. But for disc arts, I'm going to show you my personal favorites. Let's see, what should I start off with? So for number 10, I'm going to say Sonic Lost World. I'm going to say Colors. Sonic Lost World is a very underrated Sonic game. Though I'm not talking about underrated games, I still think this is. This is actually an original copy I got on the launch day of this game for a few years ago. This is the Deadly 6 Bonus Edition. And I've already redeemed the codes a long time ago. But love this game. And I really like the disc art for it. Sonic Lost World was a Wii U exclusive for a long time until they ported it to the PC, which I'm getting tired of ports. And Wii U should have exclusives. It shouldn't be a console that everyone should just flat out ignore, because it is my favorite console of all time. And I love pretty much all Nintendo consoles, but the Wii U just stood out to me a lot. But now that the life is over with the Wii U, I can now kind of give like my thoughts on the exclusives, on the games and all that. But for disc art wise, Sonic Lost World, I really like the Deadly 6 who are on the top of this. And then you can see Sonic doing parkour on the wall. I just really like this disc art because it's actually not even on the manual of the game or on the cover art. They didn't actually just slap on the disc art or just have Sonic just standing there. They're actually showing the mechanic of the game on the disc art. I just really like it. And very, very good game, if you guys haven't guessed by me telling you all this already. There have been quite a few YouTubers who also agree with me on this kind of opinion. I really love Sonic Lost World. It has its own unique gameplay style that's different for a lot of reasons. Let's see. Next up would be one of my favorite PlayStation 2 games, Ratchet Deadlocked. I love the Ratchet & Clank series, but Ratchet Deadlocked was a really dark game. I absolutely adore this game. I used to have this when it was somewhat newer, and I was addicted to it. And this is not my original copy, but it's in much better condition than my old one anyway. Actually comes with its manual. The disc art is the same as the manual, but it looks really cool with Ratchet's helmet on it. I could have like picked all my... I only have like a few Ratchet & Clank games, but I think this one by far has the best disc art, not cover art. But I really enjoy Ratchet Deadlocked for the PlayStation 2. If you haven't played this game, it's super cheap nowadays. At my local store, I think I paid maybe close to $10 for it in this decent condition. I mean, granted, it's not in perfect condition or anything, but see the camera. But it's a little bit scratched up, but nothing bad at all. It doesn't freeze or anything. My Ratchet & Clank game down there does, though. But let's see. Ratchet Deadlocked, not Ratchet & Clank Deadlocked, which is kind of funny. This is the only game in the Ratchet series that actually just has Ratchet in the name. There's no Clank. I mean, there is Secret Agent Clank, but that's not a Ratchet game. But this is more of a Ratchet & Clank game style, but without you using Clank. But this game is fantastic, and I hope you guys enjoy this game if you ever play it. Let's see now. Next up, I will put Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And why I would choose this one over Melee? One, I don't have Melee. The one I had previously was not in the best condition, so I kind of got rid of it so I can someday get a better conditioned one. And two, Super Smash Bros. Wii U, as much as I love that game, it is my favorite Smash Bros. Yet, until Smash 5, which I'm praying the new one is. Smash 5's disc art is really nice, but there's something special about Brawl. When it first came out, I got this on launch day. I didn't have my YouTube channel then. I wish I did, because I would have gotten that on my channel and had that memory for it. But what happened with this game is that when it first came out, I think I was in middle school. No, high school. I was in high school. And I think it was like in 9th grade and when this came out. And I think I was the person who got the last copy. This is not my original game. Since then I have gotten rid of it, but this is a reprinted version of it. As you can tell by the disc art I'm going to show you. There's no manual. Here's an electronic manual since it's just a repackaged version of Brawl. What's cool is that I do love its disc art. Super Smash Bros. Brawl had a really nice disc art. This is the reprinted one, so it doesn't look like the original one. The original one had more of how like the GameCube discs look, where it's like these material just slapped on top rather than like a label. There's like this really nice material that still you can see like the shininess of the disc, but let me give an example. Oop, if I don't drop everything. I'm going to give an example of like what the discs would look like. This is not on my list, but something like this. It would have this kind of like disc art onto it, where you can still see some of the shine underneath the label-ish. It has like this really nice shine to it. But that's what Brawl's disc did look like, and it was better then. But it still looks relatively cool on this kind of disc art. I just love the Smash Bros. Logo with the characters on it. And when Brawl came out, since I was the last person who got the copy, the person behind me was going to get one too, but it ran out, and I kind of felt bad. But funny thing is, I didn't even have the Wii at the time. I didn't get the Wii until like later that year. But I went over to a friend's house who had the system, and I bought the game months in advance, so that way I would have it ready for whenever I got my Wii at the time. But I was obsessed with Brawl. Brawl is a fantastic Smash Bros. Game and is so criminally underrated. The tripping effect was annoying, but it wasn't so annoying to where it would make this game unplayable. No, I love this game. I love Brawl. And I love its disc art. And up next would be The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. Not for the GameCube, the remake. What's really cool is that even though this is the Nintendo Selects version, it's not my original copy, which had a much cooler box art. It was holographic, and I was stupid to ever sell it. But it still has the same disc art regardless, so it's really cool. It has like the kind of like the looks like Earth, but I don't know, it's like a map in a way, sort of like a map. And you see how it has Toon Link on the Sea of Red Lion's boat, going around the map, going to all the islands that you can visit. And I just really love the disc art. They did a great job with it. Disc art is important to me. I really just think they could go really creative with this. And Wind Waker HD is my favorite Zelda game of all time. And Wind Waker HD made it even better by both looks and just how the game plays. I really liked using the gamepad for that game. But yeah, I forgot to tell you I was going to choose one per franchise if I could. And so let's see, my next one, so hard to choose. I would say Yoshi's Woolly World for the Wii U. I do have, this is my original copy I got when it launched in, 2016? Or 15? Wow, it's been 3 years already? Almost. But I do have the boxed one. This came with the green Yoshi stuffed amiibo. And this is from that. But love this game. I still have not beaten it. It's not that I don't like the game. I love this game. I just think it's more fun with a partner, and I just don't have many friends to hang out with to play it. And when we do, we always mess around rather than get the stage done. So I try to be serious in the stages when I play. But the disc art is absolutely amazing. They have the drop the case. The disc art has Yoshi and why am I forgetting his name? Poochie's in it. I think it's Poochie. I believe it's Poochie, even though it doesn't show it on there. This game is fantastic, looks beautiful in the gameplay, and I just love the disc art. It looks like they actually put yarn and put all these figure yarn characters set in position so that way they can take a picture just for the disc art. But I think it looks amazing. Man, I just love how creative they can get with the disc arts. I always like the idea of like yarn and wool. That's why I love like this game. I love Kirby's Epic Yarn. Next up, Super Mario Yarn. That'd be awesome. Nintendo, please get on that. I would love to see that. I mean, I know they're making a new Yoshi's Island kind of game. I wonder when that's going to release. I'm kind of surprised they haven't said anything about it yet. But up next, I'm going to kind of cheat in a way. It was bundled, so I'm going to count it as one. Going to say Star Fox Zero / Star Fox Guard. I got this on launch day as well. This is my original copy that I got in 2016. It came in this nice little package with the games. So I'm going to include it as one instead of just separate. First, I'm going to show you Star Fox Guard. I love that they gave it an extra case, which is amazing. They didn't need to do that. I love the cover art. I love the disc art. Maybe cover art might be another option too for another time. But here's the disc art for Star Fox Guard. See if I can get it to focus. Focus. It's a little better. You can see Slippy, and I can't remember if that's his uncle or if his father. I can't remember. But this game is actually pretty fun. It's a really neat little kind of side game that they have for you in case you want to still play in the Star Fox universe but not play Star Fox, its kind of gameplay. It's definitely different. So yeah, it says no need to download the special demo for Star Fox Guard. That's available via Star Fox Zero. You've already got the full game right here. Doesn't say anything about the game itself though. But still, I'm gonna then now show you the Star Fox Zero case. Absolutely love Star Fox Zero. It is now my favorite Star Fox game. Right behind would be Star Fox 64. And then I think Star Fox 1 or 2. I haven't beaten either of those, but I do love the gameplay. But anyway, here's the disc art for Star Fox Zero. It is, in a way, I guess people would call it lazy because it is just the cover art, but I think the cover art was amazing anyway. So I love the disc art. Fox McCloud is one. Star Fox altogether is like one of my favorite franchises from Nintendo. One of them. But definitely love how the disc art looks on here. They can go in. I just think it's really neat to see Fox, Peppy, Slippy, Falco, and the R-Wings in the background, and then Team Star Wolf behind them too, chasing after them. But Star Fox Zero is criminally underrated. Alright. Wait, which one was that? 7, 9, 8, 7, 5. That was number 5. I forgot to count down. Number 4 is next. This is really hard because I love these next 4. Man, oh man. I guess I'm going to put, for number 4, Pikmin 3. This is not my original copy. This is a Nintendo Selects copy. Didn't expect ever sell my original. I think I was desperate for money, so I had to sell something. But I did eventually get this back. This was a gift from one of my sisters. She bought it for me, and I'm definitely thankful for it, because I did miss this game. And here is the disc art. It has like the claymation of the Pikmin on it, and I think that's like, I'm not sure if that's like real leaves or if they use like some type of fake leaves, but I know it's not CG. It's actually made by claymation for the Pikmin themselves, and then the backgrounds, I think the grass and all that and the flowers, I think are actually either all real or they are kind of like, not plastic, but more like some material where they look realistic. But I know that's not animated. You can see like the winged Pikmin, the blue Pikmin, the yellow Pikmin, the rock Pikmin, the red Pikmin. Whew. Yeah, and the blue Pikmin. Did I ever say that? I think I said that. But Pikmin 3 has an amazing disc art, an amazing, amazing game. Please, Nintendo, do not port it. Still waiting on Pikmin 4, whenever they release that. Okay, for my top 3, this one is a really tough choice to put on my number, on my lists. But for number 3, Super Mario Sunshine for the Nintendo GameCube. Now, there's not too many GameCube games I own that are exclusive for the GameCube that I could say have really creative disc arts. There are some exclusive ones, but their disc arts, even though they're plain, are still kind of cool in their own simplistic way. This is probably the best design by far. I got this for $20 in near mint condition. Like, the disc has like no scratches. I think it might have like one small scratch, but the rest is just fingerprints. But here's the disc art for it. It has, the blue is the sky, obviously. The sides are supposed to be clouds. And then there's the title right there. There's also little birds in the background, too. I just, like, really love Super Mario Sunshine and love the disc art, too. Like, so I can get this in view. I got it, like, in really nice condition. But I might do another retro unboxing for that someday. If you care to see the Super Mario Sunshine retro. I mean, GameCube is retro, but it's not really new, so... Let's see. What's up for number 2? Oh, that's so hard. But I'm going to have to go with, for number 2, Pokemon Battle Revolution for the Nintendo Wii. Now, as much as I love this game, I really wish they would have done something a little bit closer to Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 in terms of like adding mini games in case you didn't want to battle. They could have used the motion if they wanted to in the game for the Wii at the time. But that would have been a really nice option. And the fact that you could rent in Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 most of the Pokemon except for obviously the mythical Pokemon and some of the legends. But they should have done that same thing with this game, minus those minor issues. This game looks great, sounds great, plays great. The only downside now is that the Wi-Fi connection is shut down. There is no way to play this game online anymore. But the disc art was always special to me ever since this game released. This is not my original copy. I actually found this used, not in the best condition, unfortunately, but it does play, so that's the good side. But here's the disc art. This is how Wii games did look before they went to like that plain like Super Smash Bros. Brawl kind of cheap way to make the covers for the discs. It was still nice, but it wasn't as nice as something like this, where Dialga is actually like a bluish color there. Palkia is supposed to be pink, but he's actually more of a purple color, both on the camera and in if you see it in real life. I love this disc art. It looks beautiful. I love the colors. I love this game in general. Battle Revolution is now 11 years old, and I still love this game. I definitely won't say it's as good as Stadium 1 and 2, or even Coliseum or XD. But there's something special about Battle Revolution that I love. And last, but very not least, something that I've had for 5 years this year. Kirby's Dream Collection for the Nintendo Wii. Mine is not in the best condition, unfortunately. As you can see, some shelf wear. And it's really sad for me to say that because I tried to take my best care of this, and you can see some wear on it, and it's really depressing because it's one of my favorite collections on the Wii. On the original Wii. Because on the inside, well, I've already done an unboxing of this already on my channel, but it's old. Before I got HD, it came with this nice little booklet. And it was like, all like, shows the information about Kirby's past from his 20th anniversary at the time. Now it's 26th this year. It's like a lot of like information on the inside and everything like that. I can't go through this right now, but the funny thing is, on the inside, the case looks actually completely different. It looks like it's made out of, well, it's not actually wood, but how they designed the cover to make it look like it's wood. with Kirby's video games on the sides. It did come with like 6 games built into one disc, including my favorite, which is Kirby 64. Still my favorite Kirby game to this day. I might play that later. What's cool is that it even came with a manual at the time, and a CD. This is the soundtrack that came with it. Let me get it out for you. I think I've listened to it like once or twice since I got it, only because it's a collector's item and oh, I'm almost dropping it. Okay, no scratches. Phew. Here's the disc art for the soundtrack that came with it. Let's see if I can get this in a better clarity. There we are. See the Kirby's 20th anniversary logo there. So this audio compact disc cannot be played on the Wii console is what it says. But has this really nice like holographically gold coloring on it with blue. And this like musical notes and stars in the background. The HAL Laboratories kind of logo. Now it'll definitely make you feel a little bit nostalgic here in a second. Do you guys remember this? Club Nintendo. Makes me feel kind of depressed because I miss Club Nintendo. I liked getting free stuff from them once you got some games from them. But the disc art is definitely my favorite disc art that I own. Here is the game. It has the logo with all of the enemies and friends and the power-ups you can obtain in the games up to this point. Bandana D, popular for some reason. There's Meta Knight, I like him. There's King Dedede, Kirby himself. But you can see like all of these characters on this disc. Trying to get this into focus as much as I can. But I absolutely love this disc, and for the obvious reasons that it looks great. And Kirby's one of my all-time favorites. I don't think anything can ever beat Mario in terms of my favorite franchise of all time. But Kirby and Star Fox and Pokemon are all right behind. I like the Legend of Zelda series for sure, but Wind Waker is the one that has my heart the most. But what do you think of my list of top 10 disc arts for video games? What's your favorite disc art? I know it's kind of odd for a list like this, but I've seen a few people do this before, and I didn't mind their list. But personally, to me, these were my favorites. And I can get hopefully them all into one shot for you. Kaboom! Yeah, wait, are they upside down? No, it's just reversed on the camera. All right. But yeah, these are my favorite disc arts of all my games that I own. What are your favorites, and tell me why? Does any of these games bring back any good memories for you? See you guys in the next video. God bless to all.